no peace. No justice, no peace. And we want solutions. We're going to make our demands. They're going to let us know how these can happen. We want solutions. They want solutions.
I've never led a protest in my life, but the first time I did lead one was during the global pandemic, where I had to wear a mask and we had to try to social distance, and we really risked, like, people risked their lives to protest. My name is Oshea Johnson. I'm originally from Washington, D.C. I'm a first-generation college and graduate student.
My name is Ahzin, and thank you everyone for coming. I am a PhD student at UM, my 4th year. We together have started Protests Miami.
Okay, y'all, I'm about ready.
Support it, maybe they don't support it.
I think that's a good moment for them to then kind of say their piece on that. I'll put these in a document and send them to you now. I'll run through this and then we'll stop. Let's time it after I'm done.
No, I think these are friends, Oshea, because they're just community members.
Right.
Like, this is not, we're not at UM, there's no class, we're not getting a grade.
Our protest on Saturday united people of all ages, races, and ethnic backgrounds who are tired of seeing the evil in the world on our TVs and phones. To address this, we took to the streets to protest against police brutality and systemic racism in the criminal justice system. Following that, we will engage in a Q&A dialogue with questions posed by community members and chiefs of police. So we are preparing for this meeting with the Miami-Dade County Chiefs of Police. This meeting was something that we planned on having before the protest when the chief reached out to us. Part of this research was some work that I did. I'm actually a co-author on this research report. These solutions we haven't just came up with these just now. People have been working on this for years.
If you have a hammer, everything you see is gonna be a nail. Like, if you have a gun, everything you see is gonna be a threat.
A target.
It's gonna be a target.
All right, let's move toward the demands. Let's finish this. 'Cause I don't think we have this together yet. Right here, these are the use of force things.
Oh God, we have 1 hour. Our demands need to be simple and reflective. Do we even want this slide? Oh, Chief is calling. Hi, Chief.
I've prayed and, asked God to be like my voice and my peace and my guidance, and, hoping that, we really go toward change. This is really like, from the bottom of our hearts, we really do want change. This isn't like, just trying to be political or anything.
I want to venture to say this is, Ed, correct me if I'm wrong, this is historic right here, right? We've never done anything like this.
Never. Not that I'm aware of. This is the 30+ years I've been here.
Good. Yeah, I think that means something. If it's never been done before, you don't know that it's not gonna work.
Mr. President, Ahzin, you ready to go?
We're ready.
The solution is those one that's called understanding the hearts of men, heart and women of men. Understanding that what we must do is unify, as they say in the United States, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all.
The movement upon us is overdue personally. I think I understand the gravity of what we're facing as a country, but more importantly, what this means to the Black communities throughout this country.
We all saw the video. We've all seen what's been going on the past few weeks, months, and I think we are in total agreement that change is needed.
Now we can sit down and really talk about how we make sure something like that does not happen in Miami-Dade County.
As you see, Black and Hispanic people are overrepresented in these deaths. So as a demand, we want standard use of force policies across Dade County. So no matter where you live in the county, your rights are equal. As a Black man, I see myself in these data. I see my community, I see my family, my cousins, my brothers and sisters in these numbers.
The same person will have different rights depending on what city they're in. If you're in one community, a chokehold may be okay, but not in another. And so we need this standard uniform code of force. And the last point, number 7, is to require officers to intervene and to stop another officer from using excessive force.
Those individual testimonials You know, even though I don't know those specific cases, you can't help but empathize with the commenters, because obviously, you know, they're feeling the pain, and I think that's part of why we're here to start this voyage that we're going to be starting. You know, the question is going to be, what are you all going to do about this? What are you doing? You've given us the PowerPoint, which was I concur with Director Junior. It was very well put together. So what are we going to do for your demands? What are we going to do with the things that you're asking us to do? And I think those are legitimate questions.
We were on a call earlier today, and we just don't want the police to protect and serve Coral Gables, but then to enforce the law in Liberty City.
I'm speaking for every police chief here who feels that we need to be responsive and we don't have time to wait. This is not a year down the road or 2 years down the road.
We need to address it.
We are living in the today. So I'm only the spokesperson right now. So when I speak, it's not about me. This is why everybody in blue and brown is on this phone call.
You had every chief of police here, and the only time that we stop everything to come together as a group, guaranteed, is the funeral.
We do need to hold police accountable, but we also have to hold ourselves accountable. And I'm telling you that if it was just Oshea and I, we wouldn't have been able to do this. So we need the 200 people, and we need the 200 people to come and the 50 questions to be there. And that is what the movement is. That's really the meat of what we're doing here.
Bye. It was so like kind of like surface skating around. I wouldn't call it a failure though. I wouldn't call it a failure. No, I'm not down to protest until we get something back, right? Like.
No, but if we don't get anything back, that's a protest.
Okay, but if we do.
If the police swerve us, we need to make noise because.
So my name is Major David De La Espriella. I work for the Miami Beach Police Department, but I'm the president of the Miami-Dade County Association of Chiefs of Police. I can't imagine that anywhere in the country ever before have we had a Zoom meeting post-demonstration, post-peaceful demonstration with a group. So yeah, it definitely was historic. I think it was an excellent first step, getting some accountability and some reforms put into place at the county level. The picture that was taken of us praying, which went viral, that obviously shed some light on our association and on our efforts to really listen to the community and to listen to the different groups, you know, that want to see some reforms done. I think when you look at the history of policing, you know, as a timeline, I think we're in a very important part right now in that history. So when people look back, this is going to be one of those times where we will be remembered as to what we did or what we didn't do.
So today we're going to see Miss Janie in Liberty City. She has a story that she hasn't told anyone that she wants us to listen to.
Every officer is not corrupted. It's not racist. However, we don't know who is who. So unfortunately, the good got to suffer with the bad, just like a bowl of apples.
It's like, again, like we're fighting this system, a system that was really created to keep us down, right?
I really, really deep in my heart believe that we can and we will make a change. And the way we're gonna do it is we keep on protesting and doing our rallies. We cannot stop. I don't care if we is convicted felons. We still human and we still deserve to be treated as a human. Because a lot of us, like me, wasn't even in jail for doing what was written on paper. And nobody listened to me, nobody.
Today, visiting Miss Jeannie was very eye-opening. I learned that a lot of times women who haven't been privileged to have the education that I have, or women who are darker than me, their voices are silenced by people in power and they're brushed under the rug.
Protest Miami is moving toward changing the system. So we took the streets, We made our demands, we gathered people, we screamed and chanted and marched and shouted. And now we met with the chiefs of police in Miami-Dade County. That's never happened before. The chief said that the only time they gathered was for funerals. This time they gathered to address systemic change in the criminal justice system in Dade County. And so now we're at this next step. We believe where police reform can happen.
It's not enough to just say that you want it to end. You have to act, and not on social media. You can't be a social media activist, you have to be an activist, you know?